Hi guys, this is Lei from Goldfish Corner. Welcome back, and today is a very exciting day. I actually received 4 goldfish from Goldfish Kingdom. It's supposed to deliver this morning at 10:30 to my house, but because of COVID and the severe weather, the package actually got delayed. The business time of the day is actually 4:30, so I have to pick up the kids and also get ready for the afternoon program. Anyway, I try to squeeze in to do this video and then to share my joy and my excitement of receiving the new fish. For this video, I'm gonna talk 2 things. One thing is how to unboxing the new fish and get the fish used to the temperature and water of your own tank. The second part is to do the quarantine part. All the instruction actually based on Mr. Pan from Pan's Goldfish Farm. I get his procedures. I'm gonna share with you into the video description. I put all the link over there. Make sure you check that. Let's get started. Unboxing the package. Ta-da! Now I see movement and I see a goldfish. The first one, 2 ranchos from Pan's Goldfish Farm. And the second one is actually, guess what? It's a beautiful telescope butterfly. So this is like a panda, and this one is red and white. Here I have 2 tanks set up. The first one is the 40-gallon breeder tank. This one is the quarantine tank or the hospital tank. If everything's fine, I'm gonna move fish from the quarantine tank and back into the 40-gallon breeder tank eventually. Okay. All right, now we're ready to put the fish into the tank. The first thing is to get fish used to the water temperature. Let's start with the 2 ranchos. So at first, I'm gonna remove the outside bag and only leave the 1 bag floating on top of my tank. I'm gonna leave it flow just like that. And so I'm gonna do the same thing, telescope butterfly. I'll just leave it floating and I'll just leave it here for another 30 minutes. Step number 2 is gonna add about roughly half volume of the bag water from the tank. Put it slowly from the side of the bag, so not too much water impact. We should leave this for another 30 minutes. All right, it's about 30 minutes passed by. It's time to release the fish. Woohoo! Are you ready? So just remember, when you release the fish, you just release fish. You don't have to pull the water into your tank because the water is pretty much wastewater. The bag water, we don't need it. Oh, look at that. This sort of a panda pattern. Telescope butterfly. Oh, you have to watch from the top. Yeah, here we go. Telescope butterfly, please watch from the top. Okay, I think I see a little tear on his fin. Tiger stripe and red and white. Butterfly telescope and sakura. Ranch is beautiful. I'm supposed to quarantine the fish. Unfortunately, as I said, the fish delayed today. I don't have time. I'm gonna go back to my son's baseball practice. So after I come back, I'm gonna show you how to quarantine this hospital tank. Okay, I'll see you a little bit. Now I'm back. It's 11 past 10, almost midnight. Let's finish this quarantine work. This is just a normal salt to make 20-gallon water into a 0.5% salt water. Based on my calculation, for 20 gallon, I need to put almost 380 grams. So it's a lot of salt. This one is my magic powder. This is the they call it yellow powder. I'm gonna share the link in terms of why I buy this yellow powder online. You could buy either from API or from the website that I recommended. This yellow powder is actually antibiotic, so it's gonna kill some bacteria. I'm gonna drop this in the tank. So until you see the water gonna turn yellow. For the salt, I'm not gonna dump in directly because that's gonna burn the fins. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slowly, I only put the salt water in it. So I'm gonna slowly put the water in, and then I only got a salt water in it. From now on, what I'm gonna do is I plan to take 5 days quarantine. Within 5 days, I'm not gonna feed any of those fish, and in the small tank. And if things getting better, I'm gonna put the fish back to big tank. So this is about 30 minutes after I put the salt and the yellow powder. Red and white. Telescope is fine. The 2 ranchos, tiger, stripe, and sakura ranchos. And got some problem with this panda telescope. I think it tends to swim on top. Let's take a look at the tank. So actually I see some the white stuff on the bottom. It's kind of white slime. I think it's got a little bit swim bladder issue on the 2 yellow telescope. All right, this is morning of day 1 of the quarantine. Looks like the fish looking great. They're active and swimming around. There's some white stuff. It's literally just the slime and meet the salt and become the white cotton stuff. Right now it's day 1 after water change. I just removed the white cotton and white slime stuff from the bottom, and also add fresh water and some salt to make it 0.5% salt water. Everything looks fine. Let's zoom in the fish. The fish is active. Looks like the swimming bladder issues gotta mitigate it. All right, this is the day 2 of the quarantine process. All the fish looks fine, and the red-white telescope butterfly has less issue with the swimming bladder. All the ranchos are looking good, and the panda telescope also looking fine. Let's see, let's take a close look. I already changed the water. These are the 2 butterfly telescope. They're fine. Their swimming bladder issue is a lot better. And some ranchos here. This is tiger stripe. This is sakura. Day 3, morning feeding. Hi guys, today is a big day. This is the 3rd day of the quarantine. If you look at my fish, they look pretty healthy. I think they're ready to move into the home tank. All right, today is marking the successful finishing of the quarantine process. All right, looks good. The water is clean, and they're kind of start exploring their new environment. I'll keep updating you guys to see how they get used to their new home tank. This is 3 weeks after receiving the new fish. All the 4 fishes are pretty healthy. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. See you next time. Bye. Hey guys, this is day 2 at 11:30, close to midnight. One tip I want to tell you is for the yellow powder, make sure you don't treat it during the daytime, because yellow powder is gonna be decomposed or degraded with the light. I'm gonna shut off the light, and for 20 gallon, I'm gonna put roughly about a half teaspoon yellow powder, and then I'm gonna leave it there. All right, so right now I'm gonna turn off the light.